You went to band camp?
I did. I was a lead clarinetist in the Massachusetts State Band.
Nice.
I was called Squidward my whole life.
Called what?
Squidward?
Why?
Because
Squidward plays clarinet?
Bob enough, sorry.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm
Read
leaving.
a book, will you?
just get high and watch SpongeBob. Like
Clarinets are the
everyone
best.
else
I might have to.
Love my
wood.
wood instruments.
Did you play clarinet, Carl?
does. Carl, you gonna be the weird one who doesn't play
no.
clarinet?
No, I'm more of a drummer.
Okay. That's not true.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to do a topic? Do you know?
I'm a little more than a
Topics.
beat off than I am an offbeat.
What are the topics again?
Most embarrassing moments as
Dumb.
a
Your question?
servant.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like most embarrassing might be good.
I have
For what?
great stories in the service industry, like with customers, like some
So your embarrassing moments or the customers?
yours.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm not sharing that with the world.
All right.
you should.
Yeah, okay.
I do, and it leads for a lot of laughs.
Well, that's definitely gonna be the first fucking question then.
I told you when I fingered someone's hole, right?
Hit record.
No, last time I was here, I told you when I fingered my customer's
I don't
hole.
recall,
No,
but
are
hit
you sure?
record.
No, we're going.
And you guys.
Oh, we're already recording? Oh, all right.
And you guys edit me out?
So finger my hole is in there?
We never edit you out.
Yeah, that.
Well, no, so I'll
Yes,
tell you
you
the
have.
Wait,
story. 'cause
hang
All right,
on.
hold
we gotta
on.
do the
We
intro.
gotta start.
Calm
I
down.
was just going to tell you guys a story. I didn't think we were
I
gonna-
think she
Hold on
tell
a
the story
second.
and then you do the intro.
Which
All
time
right,
is it?
fuck it. Go ahead.
No,
Okay.
no.
There I was.
gotta get home. Let's go. You can tell it
Yeah, but
online.
it's going to be part of it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Go ahead. You? Me?
Yeah, you.
Me. All right. This is the Bar Talk podcast, which is a total disheveled mess. So I'm here with three of my friends from the service industry to talk about service industry life. Oh, yeah, Fish is here, too. I'm here with three of my friends and Fish. He's not in the service industry. So we're here with Karl Heine from the New World Tavern.
Hello, everybody.
6'8",
6'7",
6'8",
230. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
2:30, you should
got
go to
an
the
official,
dentist then.
And
I'm gonna go kill
that's
myself.
Aubrey Davey of Luciosa's Pins and
Good
Cafe
thing I didn't say
Nicole.
420.
Indeed. I do
Welcome
like that
back
time.
to the show.
Thank you.
And, of course, Dan Mahoney from Stats.
What up?
Oh, we
in
love Dan.
South Boston.
Yeah, Dan.
So we have a question here from Aubrey Davey. What is your most embarrassing moment?
She's my favorite fan.
She's your favorite fan.
Yeah, I hear she's really hot.
What's your most embarrassing moment, Karl?
My most embarrassing moment as working behind the bar?
Sure.
Yeah.
And you just tap on
I'm
the
pretty
table.
sure you cannot. I did. I'm pretty sure you cannot say it on this, nor do I want to divulge what my most
You gotta
embarrassing
do it
moment-
All right.
now.
You can't, because now it's like, oh, you can't say that word. Oh, you can't say this. You can't say that.
Okay, what is the most embarrassing story that you can retell? That's not going to get anybody sued.
Fish can
Oh.
bleep stuff, right?
Yeah, can you bleep this out
Yeah.
as
Actually,
we're going?
no matter what you say, we can bleep it out, so it sounds really terrible.
No, you know what? I don't have embarrassing moments because
Your whole life's
I'm true to my
embarrassing.
word.
What does that mean?
So now we're talking about things that I've done that is embarrassing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
not the customers.
not things you've necessarily done on purpose.
Like when you
but,
do it and you
Yeah,
have
I
to go
mean-
hide in the bathroom after just so you can
you know,
wait
like
till the customer's
split
gone.
your your pants, or you know.
Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, I'm like the
Really?
all-American
This is
bartender.
so I don't fucking
That's what
believe
happens.
that.
There's
No shame.
there's nothing. Yeah,
bad.
I got no shame.
Yeah, like why would I be embarrassed?
Yeah,
My pants
fuck it.
around my ankles.
I've
Who
had a lot of
cares?
people saying you can't say that, you can't do that, you can't do this, but I'm pretty sure I can because I did.
All right. Well, I'll give you one. It's totally not service industry, but this was my
Okay.
most embarrassing moment at work ever. I was a kid in high school, so you're already like super self-conscious. And I was a cashier at a grocery store, and I had to wear a tie. And I was finishing with one customer, so I was just putting their cash in the drawer, and I had to throw. They didn't want their receipt, so I had to throw their receipt away. So I bent down to throw their receipt as I shut the drawer, and I shut my tie in the drawer, and I couldn't pick my head up high enough to see the keys to open the drawer. So someone had to like come down the line and like rescue me. Well, there's of course 8 customers in line. That's embarrassing, Karl.
Okay, so
I love that.
I'll tell you an embarrassing
and
story.
also at the point where I'm like, I should have worn a clip-on.
And maybe it's not embarrassing, but it's something that caught me funny. And it wasn't when I was working. It was when I was on vacation at another bar somewhere else. And they had this girl in there, and she wasn't a midget or anything. But she was friggin' short.
Okay.
And
she's a friggin' short person.
Reaching over the bar to give you drinks.
Holy crap.
Oh, wait, was she tending bar?
So, yeah, she was tending bar. And when she hit the cash register, it was like at her forehead. So she couldn't see in the cash register. She had a feel for the money. And
what did you do? Karl, what did you do?
I didn't do anything, but I cashed out like $10 20 times. And I felt a little guilty. But yeah, she was the shortest girl that I've ever seen tending bar where the draw came out, it would have hit her in the forehead.
Did it?
Yeah.
Nice.
You kept doing it. I'm going to buy a Bud Light every time and see if I can knock this
She's like, do you want a tap? Nope.
But not that it was embarrassing, but it was kind of funny. So I don't really have any embarrassing moments with me behind the bar because I'm perfect.
Me neither.
But
I can't wait to get to Aubrey's. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, Dan, you go next.
So mine is probably like a life-saving / embarrassing story. Is when my first like serving job ever, where I worked in a restaurant and had booze. We rang in this family's table, and one person a kid wanted a strawberry daiquiri, and literally this was my first shift, and I rang in a boozy strawberry daiquiri instead of a virgin one for this like 10-year-old kid. So I'm bringing all the drinks out, and like life saved my life that day. Like someone was looking out for me. I dropped the tray and spilled the drink all over the kid. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. They all thought it was funny, and I went back to go get.
Why does little Johnny smell like rum?
Yeah, thank God no one noticed. So I went back to get a new daiquiri, and the bartender's like, "Oh, for like you need a virgin one?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, well, you rang one with booze, so thank God you spilled it all over that kid. I was like, all right, I almost got fired. You
had a drunk kid on your hands.
Yeah, so the kid released it at lunchtime. So yeah, that was probably. I would think that would be the most epic one of mine.
I've never heard someone who was glad they spilled something on somebody, but I get that.
Yeah. That's it. Saved my career.
All right, Aubrey.
Well, there's only a few I can do because some of them are on.
There's only a few.
Some of them are currently
sit
ongoing.
back, guys. The rest of the podcast is done.
Start with the PG, and we'll work our way up.
Well, the first one that came to mind was fingering my hole, so can I do that one?
Yep.
We're
I
starting
think
at
that's on the
PG.
intro anyway.
Let's just skip right to the.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, it was my first waitressing job, and the reason I was waitressing, I didn't want to waitress, but they said I talked too much to be a hostess, that no one would
you.
Okay, Andy.
Where do you want to sit? How many of you? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? You can sit here. Sit.
So bad. So I skipped right past hostess, which usually people want to do, and I didn't. Anyway, I had this tape. Maybe my friends play this game. Background story. We play this game where, you do the OK sign with your fingers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
whoever puts their finger through it the fastest wins. So, like fingering each other's holes. Completely normal thing for friends to do. And so I have this table, and I'm like, how's your food? Is everything all right? And they go, yeah, it's okay. And give the sign? OK sign. And it wasn't just the person who was right in front. It was the second person in the booth. So I had to reach over someone to literally stick my finger in the OK sign. But then to make it even worse, I knew once I pulled my finger out, I would have to explain myself. So I just left it in there for a little while. till I could figure out how to explain what was going on.
And what did you say to them?
I said, I'm so sorry. Me and my friends play this. It was more like a high speed, so I'll do it like I did. Me and friends play this game, and you have the OK sign. I just stick my finger right in the hole really quick, and then if you pick it first, you win. So I just did it, and I'm so sorry. That's how I explained it. And I walked away.
Her story's better than yours, Karl.
Yeah, slow that down when you play it.
Yeah, we're fishing. You take care of that.
Yeah, so that was.
I guess I don't really have any embarrassing stories because I'm not easily embarrassed.
Do you have embarrassing stories when you're not
I've got a lot
on the other side of the bar? Because I know one specifically that Dan really loves that I did. and it's very
Oh, yeah.
it's very Karlish. So we were out.
It's an interesting adjective.
It-
Karlish.
Karlish, it was. We were out having some beers, and we ended up at the place where Dan was working, and our good friend Jeff Rosen was playing music, and he was playing with this very beautiful, talented, I'm sure she was smart, guitarist, and so there's three of us drunken idiots trying to figure out our tab and the tip, and she comes over and she's like, "Oh, the tip is this." And me, meaning it as a compliment,
Oh, no.
said, "What are you, autistic?" And Dan and Jeff thought it was hysterical. Her, not so much.
Yeah, she did not appreciate it as much as we did.
No, she was not a fan. Haven't seen her to this day, which is a great thing.
I would have replied, it's acoustic.
That would have been awesome. So, as a customer, have you done something really embarrassing?
Oh,
Karl.
yeah. Every bar I go to.
Him
I'll
just
tell you
showing up
what.
half the time.
I honestly believe that there is nothing more attractive than a pregnant woman.
Oh, dear God.
That is...
I mean, go
I
on.
don't know what it is. It
wanna
is
see
weird,
it
but
here.
Go
you know
on.
what? They just, to me, they just glow. And my wife knows it, and I know it, and
You knock her up a lot.
I'm not against touching pregnant people. And a lot of pregnant women don't like it. From what
Most people.
Yeah. So we go on a vacation, and we go to the spa, and we all get drinks, and the bartender is as pregnant as they come. Holy Jesus, she was pregnant. So
You made that sound so sexual.
I know, right?
Holy
Jesus.
Jesus.
Let me
she
tell you
was
about
pregnant.
this chick.
So I said, "When do you do?" She goes, 2 weeks. So meanwhile, all my friends, my wife, they all get drinks. They're walking by, and I can't help myself. I said, "Do you mind if I rub your belly?" And she says,
And she's like, "Put your pants back on."
and she's like, "Okay." So I'm behind the bar, rubbing her belly, and there's my wife turning around going, "Jesus Christ, I told you can't do that to anybody that's pregnant." I'm like, "I asked first." She's like, "That doesn't make it right."
Well, you asked.
So, I mean, that thing was like hard like a rock, too.
Just like you, huh?
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. So as a customer, I would say,
Hot in here?
there was
I opened the window.
There was one woman that came up to us when we were on vacation, and she had eyelashes like I've never seen before. And I asked her, I said, "Can I touch your eyelashes?" And she said, "Okay."
You should stop touching
So
people.
You personal
but I didn't touch her
boundaries.
like I touched her eyelashes. And
How
you
do
know,
you
my
touch
wife is like,
eyelashes?
That's what I'm
no,
wondering.
Like
it
a
was-
pinch,
Yeah,
or-
no, it was like a smooth,
Like a one-finger stroke.
swale. Yeah,
A swale.
and I mean, they were very
That's the
nice.
best word ever.
They were very nice. But she said I was the first person that had ever asked her, and she was there for 5 years. I was the first person that ever asked her to touch her eyelashes.
I don't doubt
And all my
I-
friends were like, "I can't believe you touched her eyelashes." I said, "I asked."
This is why I love hanging out with Karl.
I can't do this. You're amazing. I can't. I cannot wait to go
But it's not
out.
like,
and
it's
drink.
not like
these are
somebody
just
walked by me and
stories,
said,
yeah.
and I said, "Excuse me," and I touched them inappropriately. I asked before I touched them.
No, you got
I
permission
cannot wait
and you
to
were
drink
still
with you.
inappropriate.
Like, I'm so excited to go out and drink with you. sometime.
Dan, can you top that? Or even approach
I don't
that?
think anyone can fucking top that.
Okay, let's go to questions.
Yeah, I
'Cause
got
I don't
nothing.
even know where we're going to go from
No,
there.
and sometimes when they're really, really pregnant, I like to give them like the reach around, the like go behind them and give them the
Daddy's
double
here.
rub.
So, single moms out there, if you need a Lamaze partner, Karl.
Oh, no doubt
Hit
about
him
it,
up. Karl Harney at newworldtavern.com.
Oh, boy.
dude. I'll
Okay, so this question
I'm
is
so
from
happy I
Mark
reapplied
Zuber.
deodorant.
I'll kegel with anybody. I don't think that means what you guys think it means.
We
I
know
don't
what
think
it means.
It means what you think it means.
So this question's from Mark
It's not the
Zuber.
word that worries me. It's the fact that you said it that worried me.
Okay, I want to apologize to Mark Zuber. And this is his question. He said he just had Flava Flav in his bar the other day. And
Flava Flav.
he was a really cool guy. He says, have you had any celebrities that you've dealt with that aren't complete garbage people?
Well, I don't know if you know, but I had a sandwich named after me, so I'm pretty...
You said not garbage people?
Has anyone seen the rails? Because we've gone completely off.
That was amazing. Usually it's my mom that calls me garbage. It's weird to hear someone else.
We've all bonded very quick.
Okay. Karl, any celebrities in the New World Tavern?
No, but we did have a celebrity that came in that looked just like who was that guy?
If they're not,
Just like him.
if they're not a celebrity, then they're not a celebrity.
No, not a lookalike.
I mean, you can look like him.
People are taking pictures with him and buying him beers and everything.
Like who?
What's that guy's name?
Oh, Bill.
No,
Oh,
Joe.
Steve.
Kevin?
that guy. No, the guy that used to sing.
Oh,
Kanye West?
yeah.
No,
You like fish sticks?
Stop yelling
Bill Joe?
names at me.
Bob Dylan.
No,
I don't know.
I'll come up. I'll come up with the later.
All right, come back to Karl.
All right. Yeah. Dan, any famous people in the bar?
Oh, yeah, we've actually, where I am now, I've had a bunch of Bruins players come in. It was the best because they came in the day after they lost the Stanley Cup this year.
Oh,
And the bartender on did not know who they were.
he's from Detroit.
Oh, Eminem. Kid
No.
Rock.
Kid Rock.
Here we go. Look, I knew
So
he'd
you
get
were
me
there. Looked just like
I
Kid
went to
Rock.
high school with a kid that looked just like Kid Rock.
Just, I mean, he
to
was
the point where he was.
people were walking
Yeah.
by taking pictures of him because he was
I
just
wonder
like
if it was
Kid
a kid
Rock.
I went to high school with, because the kid I went to high school with was at the mall, and some kid came up and be like, "Mr. Rock, can I have your autograph?" And my buddy's like, "Sure," and signed Kid Rock
Started-
on this.
started Pat.
Yeah.
So back to me.
All right. So back to Dan.
Important.
So Dan, you're the most important person.
Yeah, the Bruins,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bartender walked up to their table, and they were talking. Somehow the game came up from the night before, and she's like, "Oh, they looked like shit last night. None of them played well." And she came back with their drinks, and the guy's friends was like, "You know, this is such and such from the Bruins, right?" And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I actually think you played really well." And then at another table over in the other part of the restaurant, there was another Bruins player with his friends that she also insulted. So it was great.
Oh, at that point, we'd be like, I'm just a female who's courting people like her at the bar.
See, that's the thing. If she's a girl, she can always play off the like, I don't really know sports.
But no, she started talking about the game. So she
Now,
came
why
to
did you
play
say that?
card.
That was very sexist.
Yeah.
It
It was
was.
very sexist.
It was. But
Women can know sports, too,
of
you
course
know.
they can.
I know football, but hockey is
I mean, I wouldn't know. Like, I saw them and I didn't know who they were. Like, I know who they were when you told me their names, but I don't know what they look like.
I was just saying the other day, like the helmets and everything, like you don't even
Yeah.
recognize
Yeah,
them if you
Way
see
to
them in
go,
person.
Carl.
They all have beards.
They didn't have beards. I think they shaved them off after they lost.
Yeah, that's a playoff thing.
Yeah.
I never played professional hockey.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen any famous people. Thanks for asking, Andy.
I didn't get to you yet.
We picked up your phone.
So. Pick up my phone all the time. Doesn't mean I'm not going to ask you a question. So our next question is from Craig M. Stevens. Okay, I'm bar rescued out. Is there other bar shows you can recommend? Do you guys watch Bar Rescue? And is there another?
That's how I learned how to bartend.
It shows.
Did you take Did you take the mice out of the boxes and all that other stuff?
You're supposed to take them out?
No, you just leave them in if they die.
Okay.
I thought that was like the cereal box prize.
I like to put them in my drinks like olives.
It's a garnish, yeah.
Yeah.
It's new age. Throwing 20.
That's not answering the question.
All right, the question is, the answer is,
So is
one
there,
of the questions of the answer is,
Carl has no
it's
idea.
all fixed.
Carl has no
Bar
idea
Rescue
what
is
the
all fixed.
all reality shows are. Fixed.
They make you go through the same line, the same time, 44 times, and then they say, okay, that's a cut.
Is
Let's-
it really
let's go this
fixed?
one. Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You just
the
crush
bar's a
their
shit
drinks.
show because they all close.
Yes.
They don't actually.
90%,
they tell me how to like when you pour, you like
90% of
jump
the bar
it so that
rescue
you
bars
don't
are
spill
no
anything in
longer in
between.
business.
You know, like when you're pouring, you jump it so it doesn't keep flowing.
You didn't know that?
I didn't go to bartending school. John just threw me in the bar by myself.
So you talk too much, the waitress now go to the bar.
Exactly. That's
And then everybody at the
actually
bar is like,
very
I just want to
accurate.
drink. Shut up.
But I guess if the question is, do you watch it?
Do you-
Absolutely.
No, do you watch it? Is there another show like it
Yeah,
that
you're
you'd
missing the
recommend?
question.
Yeah.
I don't know any other ones. I'm sure there is.
There's a restaurant one.
Like Kitchen Nightmares?
There's a bunch of restaurant ones, actually.
Yeah.
Do you watch Kitchen Nightmares?
Nope.
Yeah, I've seen it, but
Yeah.
I don't watch it religiously. I'm more of a Survivor kind of guy.
Kitchen Survivor.
Kitchen
No,
Survivor?
just Survivor.
Just
Just Survivor?
Just surviving in life in general, not TV.
It's a hard thing to do.
yeah.
Survivor?
Survivor?
I can't believe Kyle's made it this
Surviving.
long.
I
Yeah.
can't believe anyone at this table's made this long.
I had a shot just because I made it to 21.
Just one?
Just one?
No, that was the first out of 20.
Yep, I was going to go on Survivor, and then Jen wanted me to go on The Amazing Race because I'd be gone longer.
What about Naked and Alone? Naked and Afraid.
That's just his life.
Naked and Afraid, sorry. Correction.
No, that's everyone around him. So
Carl's naked. Carl's naked. Everybody's afraid.
The pregnant woman he runs into.
naked and afraid when Carl
The
goes to
naked
news
moron
colony.
is what they would call it.
All right. Elizabeth Jones. Can any server or bartender actually say they would give up tips to make a guaranteed federal minimum wage?
Minimum wage? Fuck.
Minimum wage? Are you kidding me?
So would you give up tips?
Oh, in other words, can you make $15 an hour rather than tips?
Right. Would you take a salary
No.
opposed to
The
tips?
answer is
No. Because I'm a fantastic fucking bartender, so I make great money. Don't look at me like that.
First of all, no one's going to believe that shit.
You see this?
No one listening does.
So no.
So, no. Jeez,
Yeah,
thanks for elaborating, guys, while I get the next question. No worries.
Well, Andy, let me tell you about
Yeah, let's make
inflation
up.
and
Yeah,
the
we'll
economy.
make up another question.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, Carl,
Yes, Dan.
when was the first time you wore a scally cap, and do you think they're
Well,
still cool?
I haven't been wearing them for a long
Well,
time.
he's been wearing it since
Excuse me, he said Karl. So I haven't been wearing it for a long
St.
time.
Patrick's Day.
But I am really, really good looking into it.
You're good at looking into it. I
Yeah.
get it. Yep. that
And
makes sense.
I did all my research,
Yep.
and I noticed that women really, really check me out when I'm wearing it. Because when I'm walking down the street, I saw a group of girls, and they're like, check that guy out. So I know they're checking me out.
Actually, they said check out that asshole.
Is it sewn right there, or can you like stick your finger in it?
Why don't you give it a shot?
It's sewn.
Sewn, baby.
So, here's an interesting thing.
Shut.
Looking at Carl's cap. How
It's not the first time since I listened. Interesting looking at Carl.
Yeah, his cap. Do you have an excessive amount? Do you think you have more than the average person of beer-related attire?
No.
He's wearing a beer shirt right now.
I know he's wearing a beer shirt. He's got a beer hat.
Not more. I usually have a beer hat.
You know what, though?
No. The average person, not the average.
Well, yeah,
bar
the
owner.
average person, yeah.
But
I'm
the
sure
average
you get
industry
them for
worker
free,
probably.
though,
But
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm above average in
Height.
every way.
Yeah, above average.
I'm
height.
like the ultimate hiney right here.
you're a genuine ass.
You know what? I think it's great because I know that was free. Like all those advertising.
Doesn't
shirts
matter
were
if it's free or not. If it's does it fit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, there's
you
so
kidding
many.
me? I've gone from small to extra large, like that with the word of free.
Like I don't care what size it is. I'll make it
I
work.
will make
Really,
this
I've
fit.
been the same way, but it was just my weight.
Yeah. But I feel like there's a large portion of my attire that is beer-related shirts and
It
hats
is.
and-
Yeah, I do have a lot of beer related, and there are some times that if I go somewhere, I can't wear a beer related shirt. Wakes, funerals, weddings.
I've seen you wear a Bud Light tie. Don't lie.
You have a Bud Light tie?
You do?
No,
Seen
I,
it.
it's a Bud Light Hawaiian shirt
Tie.
tie.
A Hawaiian shirt tie? What the fuck's a Hawaiian shirt tie?
Well, at your funeral, maybe you'll.
What about like if you had the challenge to wear every piece of clothing, alcohol related, would you be able to pass it?
Every piece?
Pants, socks.
Nope.
No, who's got alcohol-related socks?
I do.
Me? I have socks that literally say beer down the side.
Yep. I have beer ones, and I have a whiskey brand socks.
I've got socks that are soaked in beer.
Yeah.
Does that count? I feel like I could do that.
Right.
I have shoes that have changed color from beer being still on them.
I've got underwear that changes color.
That was a lot to take in. I'm sure it was a lot to put out, too.
All right.
But,
All right, next question.
Next question is from... This one's a long one, Karl.
All right, get to the short one.
Take a
Skip
nap.
it. Skip it.
This one's an important one.
Oh, Jesus.
We have people out there that need help.
No, go ahead. No,
You're supposed to be able to help these people.
and we're here for you.
Is this
Not
for
for me,
helping
for
people?
them.
Because I should
We're here
not
for those
be helping
people.
people.
No.
there's a disclaimer
Yeah.
in every episode. Do the exact
Oh,
opposite.
shit, we should actually get one of those. This is Sophia Maloney. We opened a business almost 10 months ago. We're a small cafe, and we took a chance on a town that has never had anything like us before. It's very vague. There's a large senior citizen community in the surrounding area, but a lot of younger families seem to be moving into the area because it's more affordable. We cut back on a lot of costs, but our burn rate is really large. If we earn $6,000, we probably have spent $10,000. We're coming up on year 2 of our 3-year lease, and now we're trying to figure out, what do we do? I know it takes over 3 years to make a profit, but I don't know if we can make it. Do we keep trying to push through and see if things start to pick up, or do we call it quits before it's too late?
Call it quits.
Or, well, those senior citizens, do they do takeout and delivery? Because a lot of them can't make it
It doesn't say that in
out.
the question.
Well, I was just saying, if they don't, they should, because that makes a lot of money.
But they're in a small town, which doesn't...
That means you only need one driver.
Yeah, that means you can go, like, everywhere. Especially for elderly
They might
people.
have 42 senior citizens, and that's it.
So put some fucking food in the blender, serve some smoothies, and let's call it a day.
But even with like things like DoorDash and Uber Eats, like barely anyone wants to leave anymore.
But
like,
this
they
is the
want
thing.
their
If
food
there's
there.
but the
elderly
old
people,
people
they have
are
no
not-
idea
they're
what
not doing
DoorDash
that.
is.
That's why they can deliver.
Yeah.
But if they're in an old folks' home, you have the guy working the front desk.
But we went from,
Well, if
from
they're
an
old-
elderly community to
if they're
an
an
old folks home.
they're already getting food for free.
That's true.
But
Listen,
I mean,
Karl, I've never lived in one like you, so I don't know what you get for there for free.
Oh, no, you get...
haven't you ever gone to like one of those like old-timey diners that...
I love them.
No, not like the good ones. Like the ones where like all the old people go because they're like, oh, this sandwich is $4, and you get it, and you're like, no shit, it's $4 and it's overpriced.
This is a rat sandwich.
But those are the people that just want to get out to get out.
Yeah. So if you're...
So if you have one of those places, you're not making money.
No. And it's all about location, and it sounds like she may have picked the wrong
Right.
one. But
I mean, in all seriousness, Karl's the only one that can answer this question because you're the only one that's opened their own place.
Well, thank you. That's the nicest thing you've said to me.
It's the only time I'm ever going to say anything.
He didn't open his own place.
I'm the only
Roman helped
elderly
him.
person here.
well,
no.
here in this.
If you're opening a place that serves mostly to the elderly and you're not making money after 2 years, you're not going to make money going forward. So I would say drug them.
drug them.
Yeah.
But what about this?
Get 'em hooked. I got that.
Yeah,
upcoming-
get them hooked. Yeah.
So the secret.
Get them
Young-
hooked on the
quote unquote
CBGBs.
animal style.
See?
Yep.
Offer candy bars.
Yes.
Aubrey, that was the last episode. No one has any idea what you're talking about.
Maybe they follow me.
So if you stalk Aubrey, you'll get that joke. But what can be done to attract the younger families?
It all depends on where they are. I
Yeah.
mean, do you have beer, booze, anything like that? I would
Little
imagine
hats
if
for
you're on
toothpicks.
Again, last episode.
The callback.
Go listen to
It's not
the
her
last
fault. All
episode.
we said is don't touch the table.
If you guys go back and listen to the last episode, Aubrey's hysterical in this one.
Let's just say if you're asking
better
that
probably.
question to us,
I drank
you're
more.
at a stage where you probably
I feel
heard.
like if you're asking that question,
right.
you're already kind of beyond that point, and
Well,
cut your. I mean, it all depends on how much are you losing. You need to sit down and do the math. How much are you losing, and how much are you going to lose if you walk out on your lease?
And what's elderly?
I don't know, Karl. How old are you?
I'm like late 30s,
Oh, Karl.
early 40s, kind of.
they could cut a bunch of staff and take it up themselves. I know a lot of places that go through hard times, and the owner serves
Yeah.
through the hard times, which sucks.
You could have
but-
all these old people put you in their wills and kill them all.
There you go. That's one way to.
Old timey strip club.
Yes.
That's
Talk
horrible.
about jingle, jangle, jingle.
Get that sag all around.
Throw them on roller skates.
That
All right,
that
now I'm
loose
gonna have
skin.
fucking nightmares.
That prunes.
That went completely in a different direction.
My life's always going in the direction. I know where I'll be when I'm old.
At an old timey strip club.
Yeah, I'll be the stripper.
Okay. This one comes from Becky.
All right.
Help a 21-year-old.
Wait, who was it?
Becky.
This person was just trying to be nice to Andy and figured he could pronounce one name 3 times. Instead of 2
And
names.
I did. Thank you very much. Help. A 20-year-old keeps ordering Ronas. I've never heard of a Corona called a Rona before.
Did you say 20-year-old?
21.
Okay.
Have you ever heard a Rona called a Corona? Or a Corona called a Rona?
They don't pronounce anything now, though.
I've heard of a lot of.
Is that
people
like
call
is
a lot
that
of
like you
things.
young people's hip talk?
I literally was going through my
Like you call
social
White Claw a
medias.
claw?
No. I hate White Claws are so stupid to me because they're so overpriced at bars.
Stop
so,
tapping on the table. We've already been over this.
So I would never go out and get that. I'm a hard alcohol drinker anyway because I have a problem. But it's
What kind of problem do you have?
the alcohol-related problems.
I've been here for the last episode and a half.
I texted Andy and what did you accidentally say?
Put your shirt back on?
I believe
No, nobody
That
said
wasn't.
I believe I said. I can't remember.
I
that was going to be your.
You meant to say Q&A, but you said A&A, and I thought
Yeah,
it was an
yeah.
A&A intervention for me.
It's a trick.
AA.
Sometimes they go to AAA.
Yeah.
That's when you're really drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you they used to call me AA, Alcoholic Aubrey?
Did
Anyway,
we have any advice for this person?
What was the
I
question?
don't remember what
What was
the
the
question
question?
was now. I
It's
don't remember.
what stupid names that people call.
Oh
things.
yeah.
I've had someone ask me for a skinny pirate once, and I was like, I have no fucking. I
Uh,
looked for
it's
5
a
minutes.
Captain Coke diet.
Captain
right?
Di- I think I've told you that. That's why you know what it is.
Maybe.
And
I don't remember
I looked for
specifically.
10 minutes, and I was like, I have no idea. This is like, oh, it's a Captain Di. I'm like, you're a fucking dick. I could have made this for you 3 times by now. You just ordered it the right way.
A skinny
A
cat.
skinny pirate, yeah.
The ones that
That's
kill me are
awful.
like the versions of black and tans, like black and blues, and
Well, that's not bad if you know that
yeah,
you
that's
have
not
the
an
beer on
abbreviation.
tap.
That's not
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, then you get like, oh, I want the headless horseman, which is like a Guinness and pumpkin beer, and
Never
there's
heard of
a
that.
there's a lot of.
I never
them.
heard that either.
There's a lot of
We
variations.
call that a-
Jack-o'-lantern.
Guinness and pumpkin.
I'm just telling you that people.
No, this is a great conversation. Next.
No, they make up
The answer
names for
is
stuff.
if you order your drinks like that, you're a dick.
Right.
And that's me being nice.
All right, so don't be a dick.
I did it once.
Unless it has more than 4 ingredients. Or more than 4 ingredients, there's a name for it. If it's
Yeah.
less than that, say what's
Just
in
Yeah,
ask
it.
if you're
what it
making
is.
up your own
Yeah.
name for something or own abbreviations, go fuck yourself.
I'm gonna ask
Karl.
for the Mahoney.
Funny story. There was a Mahoney drink on
Shut up,
BBC
really?
menus many moons ago.
And Carl, you had a drink too, right?
Yeah, there was a Heine drink. Yep. The
There's no
Hawaiian
drink.
Heine.
This is bullshit.
Hawaiian Heine.
All right, this is from
It
Loretta.
was delicious.
Yeah. Loretta McKinty. I legit had a lady ask for chocolate Coke at my last job. I thought she was just kidding, but she wanted a Coke with chocolate syrup in it. My bartender thought I was nuts. What's the strangest request you've ever gotten from a customer about a drink? Non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic drink.
Non-alcoholic.
I don't know. I don't think I've had it.
I mean, I do have a lot of people come in, which surprises me because I didn't really think I would have this.
You had a lot of people come in that surprised you?
Yeah. That say, do you have Coke products or Pepsi products? And I'm like,
Does that matter?
Oh,
and I'll tell them,
yeah.
and I'll say, it's Coke. They'll say, all right, I'll take a water. Or I say,
Really?
a Pepsi. All right, I'll take a water.
Oh my god. I hate that. I had this one guy flip out at me because we had Pepsi instead. He freaked out. He was like, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to leave. I was like, thank God. Get the fuck out of here because I don't want to have anything.
He left over Coke or
He
Pepsi?
was so fucking. It's insane.
Yep.
Like people get so upset. I say a line now. I'm like, I never broken a heart as fast as I have when I say we have Pepsi instead of Coke.
And I get a lot of this. Do you have Dr. Pepper? No, we don't. You don't?
We're not from the South.
Yeah. This is not
Do you have
Texas.
Moxie?
So
Sweet tea.
this surprised the hell out of me. there was one day a bartender friend of mine was telling me that most bars don't have ginger ale, that it's Sprite with a splash of Coke.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
I've never heard that. I've never heard that. No,
dude, it is. You can't distinguish it.
It really is really close.
It's amazing.
Olive Garden, no ginger ale. Just so you know.
Red Robin, no ginger ale. We used to do that too.
Really?
Yeah. And
New World Tavern, all the ginger ale you want.
But it's surprising. You got to try it. Like we were like bullshit, and they.
So how do you pour Jameson ginger?
Same fucking way.
Same thing. You just put Jameson's was Sprite and the splash Coke. And
how do you do a Captain Morgan and ginger?
Same thing.
You do Captain Morgan.
Whoa, for that one.
But it's surprising how. I mean, is that like common that most places don't have ginger ale?
I think it's a chain thing.
Yeah,
that's the only place I've ever been.
No, it's not common at all.
Every other place I worked except for Red Robin has had it.
Said Olive Garden, same thing. When I worked there, that was the only
But
place.
did you ever like stop and explain to the person, be like, we don't really have ginger ale?
No, you don't fucking tell anyone.
No.
If they don't know.
You fake it till you make it.
They don't need to know. You never give anyone
The
a
only
reason to
time I ever
claim.
tell someone extra stuff is when I'm doing something out of my way for them, so that I want a better tip because I'm working harder for them. Like if their little kid wants pink lemonade, don't have it, I'm like, listen, I'll put a splash of grenadine in there so that your child's happy, so that you have less of a headache.
But I expect you to
So
splash
give
a
me
little
less
money
of a
in my-
headache. I expect to be swimming in that.
All right, this was a meme that was sent.
A
in.
meme?
A meme.
All right. Kyle doesn't know what that is.
All right.
No,
Someone explained it.
That's only because you knows I memed you.
But so I saw this and I'm like, this is really fucking funny. So it's kind of like broken down in a back and forth. It says, me, what's the Wi-Fi password? Bartender, you need to buy a drink first. Me, okay, I'll have a Coke. Bartender, is Pepsi okay? Me, sure. How much? Bartender, $3. There you go. So what's the Wi-Fi password? Bartender, you need to buy a drink first. No spaces, all lowercase.
I like that. I've heard that.
I think that's great. Did you get that, Karl?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
So Wi-Fi is what people use to connect to the internet.
And what does Wi-Fi stand for?
I feel like we went over that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a blank in the room?
There is.
I'm the only one that knows this?
Fish knows.
Fish knows.
Fish, what is it?
But we can give him a mic to tell him.
Yeah. Go on, lean in.
Sorry. Wi-Fi stands for wireless fidelity.
You are correct.
So
I feel like the D was more emphasized than the F, so I feel like it should be YD.
There's no D in Wi-Fi.
yeah.
It should be. There should be D in everything in my life.
Do you think? Do
I
you
have a
think?
problem.
Do you think most places are kind of required now to have Wi-Fi for their customers? And
Yes, and I don't understand free Wi-Fi. Does anybody go into a place and say, do you have free Wi-Fi? And they say no. They say, okay, here's $5. I'll take the Wi-Fi.
hotels,
Airports.
Definitely hotels.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Airplanes.
bars.
You
Got
didn't say bars. You
hotels.
just said anywhere.
Motels, Holiday Inn. Say what?
Ooh.
You go, girl.
The hell was that?
It was a song, Andy.
Oh, you were singing?
Motel, hotel.
Hey, hey,
holiday.
hey.
Sorry.
Don't try to outdo me.
I won't.
Too
And your
late.
chicken tastes like wood. But go ahead.
So, do you feel an obligation to keep your Wi-Fi up to current standards? Like, is that? Do you think that's a draw?
Yeah, I mean, you say keep it up to current standards, but, you know, we've had the same thing since we opened, and it's, you know, you want the Wi-Fi password? Here it is. Doesn't hurt, doesn't help.
You just think it's part of business.
It's part of business.
They need it.
What about charging
For drinks?
phones?
What? Wait.
For
what?
phones?
Oh, to have-
to charge? Because like I've been to like newer bars where they actually
okay.
have like outlets at like.
Yeah, there's a
underneath
lot
the
of
bar.
places that do that now.
Yeah.
I'm old school.
I'm a
I'm
big
like,
fan of
hey,
that.
charge your phone at home.
Have you seen the charging stations bars have? Like, you actually pay, and they have little charge, like, lockers almost.
That's
Oh, really?
awful. No.
I haven't seen that.
Someone
Yeah.
hands me a dead phone, and I'm like, you need this to get home. I'm going to charge your phone.
If I have the plug.
Yeah. Well, I actually literally bought a 3-way plug that charges all the phones so that I can personally charge anyone's phone who asks.
But see, it
It's not
behooves
charged
you
by
to
the
do
minute.
that because it's you're servicing them and it's gonna. I mean, not like in the
Eyebrow
massage
waves.
way, but it's gonna help your tip. But from
Hopefully.
the owners, it's more. You know, if you have 50 people charging their phone,
Yeah.
Same time, though, I've been, like, charging a phone for someone, like, can I have my phone and check a message? And they asked me to keep it. I'm like, I'm not fucking handing your phone back and forth.
Either I can charge your phone,
Yeah.
or you can use your
That's the
phone.
only like thing you run into when.
You have to, oh no, I've never had that. I've always had people who've been like, can you charge my phone? I'm like, yeah. And they'd be like, thank you so much. I'm like, thanks, give me that tip. And then
Yeah,
after,
you know
like, a
why?
little bit while,
You know why?
Right.
You don't get that at Lucioso's because they have that fucking sticker on the wall.
It
What does it say?
It's
looks
an outlet.
like an outlet, and it's a
And I was there for like 5 seconds, which is way too long to try to plug something in. Trying to plug my charger in, and then I realized I'm like, motherfucker. It's just
Awesome.
It's a sticker.
Yeah.
It looks like
It
so.
looks like an
You see
outlet.
that outlet? This
Yep.
is like one strip of that, and it's on the wall.
so.
I was
pissed.
there. I literally was there when John put it on, and I still spent about 5 seconds
I
as
was
well
so
trying to put
pissed.
my phone in.
And then you're like, oh shit, who saw me? Like, who's there laughing at me
That's
trying
fantastic.
to.
I'm gonna go put those all over New World.
Me,
You should.
I was there laughing at you.
Yeah, whatever. It's not funny. All right, next question.
Next question.
I don't remember the last question, so that works.
It was the Wi-Fi thing.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't really a question.
Wi-Fi.
We turned it into
Wi-Fi.
a question. Kimberly Potter. Coworkers' pet peeves. Personally, hate seeing people use the glass to scoop ice out of the bin.
I hate that.
That was the question.
That's the question.
What's your
Coworker
peeves?
pet
Coworkers.
peeves.
Yeah, you
So what
can't.
do you hate about Roman?
You
They
can't.
could kill them.
Oh. Coworker pet peeves?
Yeah.
What do I hate about my coworkers?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. I hate all of them.
I feel like that's mutual.
I swear to God. I hate them. And you know what I hate the most? Is when they talk about each other. They're all best friends until you get them one-on-one and they have all complaints about all the other workers.
But it always starts with, I love her, but,
But,
Yeah.
I know that because I do it.
So, what is your bartending pet peeve? And
I
which,
have so
and
many.
which bartender does it?
Oh. No,
I love her, but
I can't. I'm not going to say that on air.
well, what's your pet peeve?
For customers, I have a bunch. I hate when adults ask for extra cherries. You're an adult. You don't need extra cherries, okay? You're
Agree.
fine.
100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I hate when I put a napkin down to put a drink on and people move the napkin so that I can't put the drink down on it because they don't like their drink on napkins.
Yeah, I don't see that.
No? Oh, it happened to me the other
I
day.
hate napkins.
That might.
I want to coaster.
I hate when people ask for sauce and then their friend asks for sauce and you come back with a sauce and then their friend asks for another sauce and then they come back with a sauce and then their friend asks for another sauce because I have to walk up and down the stairs for each sauce.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
That's not most people's problems.
So
Yeah,
go,
I don't
go
want
next.
that.
No, I'm with you. I'm with
But
you.
I
Go ahead.
don't. I'm
Or
not gonna-
refills. It's the same with refills too, though. You ever have someone who be like, "I want a refill," and then you come back and
I was like, oh, I'll get one too.
you come back and someone else, or you ask them, you like, "Hey, you're gonna want a refill," and they say no, and you come back and they're like, "You were right," and you're like, "I know, I do this for a living."
I don't.
Yeah,
want
I
napkins.
say-
I want a coaster.
I just friggin' walked away with another refill. You gonna get one now? You have to wait.
So, since this is the episode of callback,
Because it's not a refill of a beer.
My theory of that
It's
we're
a
going to
soda.
train bar customers with a spray bottle.
Okay.
And when they do all these things, you spray them in the face. And they'll never do it
With
again.
bleach.
I would love to
Maybe
work
with
at
bleach.
Dick's Last Resort. I would love that.
I always said that. I was like, that could be my dream bartending job.
my dream
but
job.
I feel like
But
I
do you
might
think
be
that's
too
a
mean.
like? Because like Roadkill Cafe.
I don't get it. I don't think I could be that mean.
So,
you are that mean.
Yeah, you just you
just be
fit
you.
Perfect. Just be you.
Yeah.
It'd be like Heine's Last Resort.
Yeah.
But like Roadkill Cafe was that way, and they didn't really last.
Well, I don't
You know
see
why?
that many Dick's Last Resorts.
Nobody
anymore.
likes it.
They didn't have the funny
Yeah.
hats.
It's just one of those like it's funny, but like I don't want to go there all the time.
No, it's like a special occasion.
Right.
But in Boston, there's so many people that have special occasions each day that.
Yep.
So you need it in a main city. It can't be in a.
Yeah, it can't be just. I don't think it would work here in Plymouth. Like,
Maybe in the summer.
You don't,
Yeah,
think,
you
you don't
get
think
that.
we can open a bar and be rude to everybody and
what do you mean?
people
Every
like
fucking
it?
bar's like that in town.
It's called the New World Tavern.
Yeah.
I actually feel weird if people are nice to me.
Remember
Like,
when I
I
was
see
nice
that.
to you the
Yeah.
other day and you got awkward and just
what's
sat
wrong?
there
But I mean,
quietly?
what is nice and what is mean? Just because I say something doesn't mean it's mean. It just means that's the way I'm talking.
If I like
It's,
you,
it's the intent.
I'm gonna be sarcastic
Yep.
and
Right,
weird
yeah,
and
right.
awful. Like I'm not gonna if I'm genuinely like, "Hi, how you doing?" I don't know you. I don't care about you. I'm gonna forget you when you leave.
Yep.
But if I'm like sarcastic and an asshole and don't quite pay attention, I'm friends with you.
Yeah, it's great.
you.
It's awesome. And I'll get service. It's fucking great.
Spray in the face with a spray bottle.
Yeah, I swear to God, you ever do that, you're not getting tipped.
I already throw popcorn at you. I don't know.
I'm gonna drop a fucking bunch of these spray balls off. I
can't wait.
Lucioso's first stop.
Yeah, that's not.
All right,
funny.
next question.
Jesus Christ, Karl.
Let's go.
What are you in a rush?
No, but the listeners are very interested in our questions and our answers.
I think they're interested in all of. All right, hang on.
Probably they're most interested.
What is the? Nope, gonna skip that one. What's the solution to stop employee turnover?
There is none.
Stop hiring people and close down.
Yeah.
Well, you can't stop it. It's the nature of the beast.
Call it
It's
the
a
waves.
transient business.
Is it worse in this town opposed to others where there's a constant?
We don't know because it's the only town we've worked in.
That's not true. I work in Boston.
Yeah,
a lie.
He works in Boston. She works in Kingston.
Where do you work in Kingston?
Pins.
Jesus, pay attention, man.
Kyle's not a good listener.
I
Yeah.
love that place.
It's a great place. They have really great bartenders on Wednesday days and Sunday days.
Really? Mm-hmm. They have
Other than you?
Aubrey here?
Yes. Very nice. They're not pregnant yet, but they
I was
can
gonna say,
be.
don't ever get pregnant. There'll be some sort of assault charge. But do you feel like this town has a habit of kind of poaching off of other people?
Absolutely.
Carl?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes. Everybody's will
Looking at you.
leave for 50 cents more to make it down the street, especially kitchen help.
Kitchen help for sure.
Yep, not so much the front of the house, but there are some. I guess there's that unwritten rule where if somebody applies for a job next door, they will come to me and say, "Hey, listen, Aubrey applied for a job. Should I take her, or is it okay with you?" And sometimes it's yeah, and sometimes it's no. I caught her stealing, or yeah, she just needs more hours. So, yeah, there's really nothing to do to stop it, but you can control it.
And you, like, actively check with the other people to...
Yeah, especially where it's a close-knit
Yeah.
community.
All right, so this one's from Harrison Hope.
Harrison what?
Harrison Hope.
Hope?
Hope.
Like what you don't have.
And I want you to wait to the end of the question. I want you to wait to the end of the question.
That's
I mean,
another
it's a
long
long one.
question.
No, it's not. But it's not going where you think it is.
All right, go ahead.
Because we've been over the subject.
I said go ahead.
I'm talking to Dan. We've been over the subject, and this is a little different. Hey, guys, I was wondering what you all think about online reviews.
Well, let me tell you.
Do you think they're worth spending time to gather? Do you find that they actually help your business? So do the online review, is there a benefit to them? Do people go on there and come to your business based on online reviews? We've been on about the negative, but what is the positive?
I think around here it might be a little because we're a little tourist based, but like if you're in a place where it's not like based on like a whole tourist money, probably doesn't matter. People coming to you, not coming. So a little bit, but you gotta take everything with a grain of salt.
So
your answer is
yeah,
nothing.
but no.
It's all location, guys. So.
Well, I think
No doubt
it's
about
like people usually don't have you have a great experience and you keep enjoying life.
Yeah.
You have a terrible experience and you kind of want revenge. So you have a terrible experience and that's when you go on and you're like, it was awful.
Okay.
I have had people who have been like, it's really nice, and I have
But what if you had an okay experience? Nobody said anything.
no, nothing. I would
so
never. say anything.
75% of the people that come to your place and have a good time don't post anything.
But see, that
You get that? You get
But
that?
hang on, that can't be true because then everyone would have a negative review.
That's
And
not- no.
But if you go on to most, they have like a high 3 and up. So obviously, most people are giving
That's the
positive
employees
feedback.
too. I've written 3 feedbacks about Luciosos.
Wow, way to like rat that out.
But I mean,
but generally speaking-
people aren't happy unless they're unhappy.
But if it was only the negative people, then everyone would have a negative review.
that's true. That's
Well, it's funny.
that's
you
how
look at it,
averages
like
work.
you'll get like 5 stars and no comment, 5 stars, no comment, then like 2 stars and like a fucking.
Right,
7.
you get
Oh
one
yeah,
star.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely. And those
So-
are usually the people you're like, yeah. this
And they're
guy's
like, oh, we
bullshit.
didn't have any vegan food.
But that doesn't answer the question.
guy
Another
behind the
pet
bar.
peeve of
Do you
mine.
think they can be positive? Listen, don't
The
get Karl,
vegans?
no, the reviews. Don't get Karl started about gluten free.
Gluten-free doesn't bug me.
So, I mean, there are some people that have a bad experience, and that'll go for my place and any other places where the waitress didn't come up quick enough, or we were maybe busy, and they were didn't get their food fast enough, or the food came out and they ordered a burger that was medium, and to them it was medium rare.
This is getting back onto the negative. So the question is, have you had anyone come in and been like, "Oh, I saw your Yelp reviews, and that's why I came in"?
I have.
Yeah, I have too.
I had a customer come in and say, "Your staff said your staff was so friendly on here. I came in." I was like,
and then they were disappointed.
Well,
but that's the question: is like, do you have people come in because of Yelp?
Or
online reviews.
I'm sure there are, and maybe not Yelp, but call it TripAdvisor or whatever. Because when you
Facebook
go on a trip,
or whatever,
people will look it up and say, we don't want to go in Plymouth, and they're going to go to places with the most stars.
Mm-hmm.
But so I guess the question is yes. Sometimes they do come in just because of that.
well, pictures are a big deal on Yelp and stuff because if you're like me, you don't like to read, so you just look at the pictures of what it looks like.
Sad face, smiley face.
So Karl, just make emoji reviews and you'll be fine.
What's an emoji?
I knew you
No,
were
like
saying.
pictures of the place and of the food and.
Stephanie Torres. She says, "Have any of you been to a food show? Did you find it valuable? There's one in Vegas I'm thinking about attending."
There's shows about food.
You should just go because it's in Vegas, and then I went to a work thing, but then you just went.
Is it like all free food you get to eat?
I don't know.
This sounds
I've never been.
Yeah, I've never
amazing.
been.
I'm assuming it's kind of like a little bit of everything. Like I've been to trade shows, but not specifically food ones. So it's probably like showing off like the new fryer later and
I went
new
to Pizza
POS
Fest,
and
they love pizza.
yeah. I'm sure there is some food.
That
Yeah.
sounds delightful, and I would love to go.
It's in Vegas too, so you can't lose.
Yeah.
Just go.
They
Karl?
said two of my favorite words: free and food.
I don't think she said free.
I
In
thought
her
of it.
mind.
See, now my favorite words are free and sex.
And pregnant.
Yeah,
Oh,
pregnant. So, Karl, have you ever been to a food show and is it worthwhile?
I have been to, and no, it's not.
Is it free?
you
No,
gotta
it's
pay to
never
go.
free. But when you do go, it's only so much you can eat. And some of the things that you have may not be your style. And it could be, let's just say, like barbecue. I like barbecue, but I don't go out of my way to get it. And it could be the best barbecue in the world. I just don't know it.
BT Smokehouse, shout out. Sorry.
There's a great smokehouse in Weymouth, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's
Is
fantastic.
that
It's either
the
Weymouth
Weymouth
or-
Sarcastic
Smokehouse?
Swine?
or Braintree Smokehouse. I have to find it. It's so
The
good.
Sarcastic Swine's really
It's
good.
like
Next
Texas
question.
standard.
Come on, we got.
Oh, last call.
listeners.
Sorry, last call. I was talking about
Last call.
Last call. Last barbecue call.
I can't top my last one. Go to my last one.
We didn't even get to you yet. Fucking wait your turn.
Dan, go ahead.
Aubrey. Aubrey Davey Lucio says, what you got?
I mean, can I just repeat it?
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead. Why not?
All right. Does a duck with a boner catch weeds?
All right.
Aubrey
right.
Davey.
Dan, go ahead.
Dan Mahoney. It's way funnier last time.
I feel like if we're repeating, then bringing back training people with spray balls. I think we can do that in all assets of life, right there. Facets of life stuff. Spray people in the face of stuff.
Who's going to follow Karl around?
It's a full-time job. Pay one of his kids to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Karl Heine, New World Tavern.
Karl Heine, New World Tavern, downtown Plymouth. Come on in. Great food, great people.
I believe
Great music.
tonight is $5 pizza there tonight, isn't it?
Yes, tonight, Tuesday nights,
nights.
but I thought, when we do this, it won't be a Tuesday night.
No, but people might
It
want
might be. You never know.
trying to help you out.
It won't be.
Listen, how about this? Come down, check us out
Especially if you're pregnant.
with big eyelashes.
Well, there's a demographic you'll never get. And thank you, everyone, for listening. This is Andy, the Nebrat Podcast. If you want to write in your question, email bartalkcast@gmail.com from your phone that just went off, Aubrey.
It's a Kim Possible ringtone.
Dork. And you can find us across all social media at bartalkcast. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll come back at you in a couple weeks.
God bless.
Peace.
Bye.
Okay, thanks for checking out the podcast.
And don't forget to check out our other podcasts on the Inebriart Podcast Network. There's the Bar Talk. There's Old Colony Cast. There's, of course, the Inebriart Podcast. And our latest, Retro Redoctopus, a kind of nerd genre podcast that you can check out now, all available on our website at inebri-art.com. And pretty much available everywhere that podcasts are available, on Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, all those things. And if you don't see it where you're looking, let us know. We'll try to get onto that as well. And you can also email us at inebriart@yahoo.com with your questions, complaints, and suggestions. And also, if you could take the time to rate and review us on iTunes, that would be phenomenal. That helps us get more exposure and bring more of these great podcasts to your ears. And thanks again for listening.